Welcome to Chopstick Travel. I'm Luke Martin, and today I'm in Sapporo, northern Japan, Hokkaido Prefecture. So this is the first time I've been to the northern island of Hokkaido, and it is very famous for its seafood, and in particular, its crab. So this morning we have come to a very famous restaurant called Kitano Gourmet. We're going to be trying out the famous Hokkaido hairy crab, and then we're going to be taking you around Sapporo, showing you some of the sights and other things that you can taste here in Sapporo. I'm so excited to be here. Like I said, it's my first time here in northern Japan. I think this is my 7th trip to Japan, but my first time to Hokkaido. So very excited to try out the crab. Let's go into Kitano Gourmet, show you around a little bit, and order up ourselves a Hokkaido hairy crab. Let's go. We're gonna see the famous Hokkaido hairy crab. They've got a big tank of them here. Yes. Mr. Hirade is gonna help me out.
Yes.
So these are caught in Hokkaido?
Oh yes.
Yes, they are. And is this the season?
No, season.
Season now?
Yes.
Wow. Look at that. Hairy crab, because you can see the kind of hairs on the outside. These are very, very delicious. Famous for Hokkaido, yes?
Yes, very famous.
And you can eat the insides too.
Yes, inside the miso.
The miso, so they call it kani miso, right?
Yes, that's right.
So crab miso, it's kind of like the tamale. It's not really miso, but that's one thing about this type of crab, the hairy crab, is that you can eat the miso inside, but then also lots of meat. Very cool. Very hairy.
Yes, very hairy. Please be careful. This is many needles.
Oh, these are needles. Okay,
yes.
So they'll stick into your skin. Okay. Famous Hokkaido hairy crab. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yes, please.
I'll put it right here.
Yes.
So they have other types of crabs as well. Let's go see what else they've got. They've got tanks everywhere full of seafood, not just crabs, but like I said, it's a specialty here in Hokkaido. And they've also got a tank of, I think they've got king crab and snow crab too.
Please be careful.
Okay.
This is snow crab.
Snow crab. Oh, so is this also from Hokkaido?
Yes, Hokkaido, Monbetsu.
Oh.
From Monbetsu.
And you can see the legs on this guy. It's just huge. Oh, and he's coming at me with the claws. Can you eat is there miso?
Miso, okay.
You can eat the miso with this one too. Look, he's got a hold of me here. Going for a little pinch. He's friendly, just saying hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. And last
Okay.
is a king crab.
Also from Hokkaido?
Yes.
Yes, all from Hokkaido here.
Okay. Please be careful.
Okay, I'm gonna be very careful here.
This claw is very strong.
Very strong. Okay.
Yes, strong.
Like this?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, how many kgs is this?
Maybe 4 kg.
4 kg. Wow, that thing is massive. King crab. Look at that. Look at the claws here. Gotta be careful. He's got a grip on me. Not as friendly as the last guy. King crab. That is absolutely massive. Way too big for breakfast today, so we're going for the hairy crab today. How much does this cost?
Maybe 60,000 yen over.
60,000 yen or over. So about $600, $500 over. Whew. Yep. That's the king of the sea for sure. So these guys actually have quite a soft shell, you can feel.
40,000 yen.
40,000 yen?
Yes.
About 300 grams or how many? Yeah, about 300 grams. Okay, but do they get bigger than this, or is this the full size?
Yeah.
This is full size?
A little bit big size.
A little bit big? Oh, okay.
Maybe 30, 50.
So much smaller than the king crab, but just as delicious, if not more. So let's order one up.
It's good.
This is the lucky one?
Yeah.
Okay. Or the unlucky one? Okay. So you said for 30 minutes?
Yes, 30 minutes.
30 minutes boil. So about 20-30 minutes in the boiler, that's all it takes. Just classic style, nothing super fancy, just boiled crab for breakfast today. very excited to try it. It's gonna be my first time ever trying the hairy crab. I have had the snow crab before and king crab, but I've never tried hairy crab. Lots of selection of seafood here. You can see they've got the uni, sea urchin, fresh sea urchin, beautiful. And then they also have hotate, scallops. So we actually just ordered up a grilled scallop, one for 300, or you can have it sashimi. We ordered grilled, but they've got all kinds of different stuff.
All fresh.
All local, all fresh, very good. We've come up to the upstairs part of Kitano Gourmet where you can sit down and enjoy the seafood that you buy fresh downstairs. But they also have a menu of all kinds of different things. This is one of their specialties as well. It's called hokke. It's a dried and then grilled mackerel. They've got everything you can imagine in terms of seafood, from salmon to tuna and everything in between. But then they've also got all of these donboris, these seafood bowls, which look absolutely incredible. If we didn't order up that big crab, probably would have had one of those myself. But we're waiting now for the crabs and the scallops to arrive. Okay, thank you. Wow. So a little candlelight under the grilled scallop, and we've got our beautiful, beautiful hairy crab. Just check that out right there. So you can see that kani miso, as they call it, miso, just because it looks like miso, but like I said, it's just the tamale, it's all those head juices, whatever you want to call it, and he beautifully sliced all of this up to make it easier to get at the meat. This is about 480 grams, and then that king crab was like 4 kgs or more, so that's literally 10 times bigger than this crab right here, if you can believe it. This looks like plenty for breakfast. And then the awesome looking grilled scallops. You can see there's 2 different cuts. The scallop meat, I'm not really totally sure what to call that other part, but there's basically 2 different parts of the scallop starting to boil away there with a little bit of probably dashi. All right, let me try to get at this hairy crab meat. And that kind of hair on the outside is actually sort of like spiky. It almost hurts a little bit in the fingers, so you gotta be careful. Oh, it's kind of flaking away. But let me try to get a little dip in that miso, kani miso. Let's try that. Oh my God, that is amazing. Wow, it's so delicate, soft, and very sweet. Wow, I can't believe how naturally sweet that is. Very, very flaky. It's a little bit difficult to get out of there because you can see it's so stringy and flaky, but this tool they've given me helps a lot. Oh, there we go. Let's go for another dip. Oh yeah, and then that tamale miso. It's got a slight bitterness, but nothing too strong. Oh my. It just flakes away in your mouth. It's so naturally sweet. That's probably the sweetest crab I've ever tried. So you've got this part here, which has lots of meat, but then there's also this little part that has more meat. And see how sharp those are? You gotta be careful with your fingers. I just pricked myself. Let's try to get that out if I can. Yeah, that's what crab is all about. It's never easy. Good things don't come easy. Look at how much meat is on this kind of body part, oh yeah, of the crab. It's so delicate, I can't even use this. It's all gonna flake apart. I gotta use my chopsticks. Very, very soft. And then you gotta dip it in this kani miso. Oh yeah. Actually, it's a great breakfast. It's very light, very subtle sweetness, nothing too strong, delicious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna be sitting here for a while, picking every last piece of hairy crab out of this guy. Oh man, that is awesome. This is what you gotta try when you come to Hokkaido. All right, let's try the grilled scallop. I think it's just been simmering in a dashi broth here. Look at that, nice chunky piece. Oh. That is also amazing. So fresh. Again, sweet, very flaky. It's got a similar texture to the crab actually, but it's got a little bit of a saltiness from that broth that's been simmering away. And yum, that is awesome too. So good. Damn, this place has really fresh seafood. So we ordered the set. It comes with a crab miso soup, and this is the Hanasaki crab. So I guess they had some pieces of Hanasaki crab. You can see it's kind of got that spiky exterior. Let's just try a little sip of that. Oh, so comforting. Yeah. I'm gonna put some of the crab meat on my rice here, and it's surprising how much meat comes from the body of these guys, because usually other crabs that I've had, you get all the meat from the legs, the claws, but this has a lot of meat in the body part right here. Okay, that's good for now. There's a lot more still left in there. Oops. And then there's a couple condiments that they've given us as well. This is really interesting. It's actually seaweed with jellyfish. So it's like mixed up jellyfish with seaweed, and he said it's really good with the rice. So I'll put that with a little bit of my crab and try that with some rice. It's got like a caramel sweetness to it. That jellyfish seaweed mixture, a little bit of a ocean seafood flavor, and it goes really well with the rice. Very creamy. Because this crab meat is so delicate and soft, I figured that the most reasonable way to get all of it without wasting any is to just kind of shred it onto my rice like this, and then you can just eat it with the rice. Some of that jellyfish seaweed mixture. Oh yeah, look at that nice piece there. Oh yeah. And if you do get a good piece like that and it hasn't fallen apart, then you can go for a dip in the miso. Oh, see how very, very soft and delicate that is. Kitano Gourmet. Gotta try it out when you're in Hokkaido, in Sapporo. Really not easy to eat because it's so stringy and so delicate that you pretty much have to shred it like this if you want to get at the meat. And there's lots of shell, so yeah, mix it up with the miso, I guess, like this. Yeah. Yum. What were you saying? It's difficult, but
satisfying. I can do this all day.
very satisfying.
Yeah.
To pick out all the meat.
Yeah.
This is as good as I've got.
Look at what I got.
You're a pro.
Yeah, there's meat in there. That look left. This precious one. To get it all. Alright, I'm gonna mix the meat with the miso. That looks really good. Oh my god, you can't miss this when you come to Sapporo, Hokkaido. So good.
Last leg. There was a lot of meat in there, 400 grams with the shell, but because the shell is so thin, I feel like it's mostly just all meat. There is so much. Just shred it onto my rice like that. We've already finished off the miso. I'm gonna sit here all day, shaving that crab onto the rice. This restaurant, Kitano Gourmet, really has all the bells and whistles you could ever want. They've given us a coffee after our crab. They have English and Chinese and multiple different language menus. And then they also come and pick you up at your hotel with a shuttle bus for free if you're dining here, which is crazy, but really convenient. So definitely check out Kitano Gourmet on your trip to Sapporo. Amazing hairy crab. pretty reasonable price for everything we got. The crab was 5,940, so I think US dollars, that's even maybe less than $50, and then one grilled scallop for 300, so really affordable. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Bye-bye. Wow, amazing. Delicious crab, very, very friendly people, and some of the best, freshest seafood I've had in a long time. And just across the street, or just down the street from Kitano Gourmet, here at this area is called the Crab Market, but they also have a fruit stall. So Hokkaido is very famous for its fruit, particularly melons and strawberries. So let's go see if we can get a piece of melon and try out. Bought ourselves a piece of melon here, famous Hokkaido melon. So there's a town nearby here in Hokkaido that's called Yubari, and Yubari is famous for its melon, but it's not the season for Yubari melon yet. So actually what they do is they take the Yubari melon seeds and they take it to Okinawa, the far south of Japan, for the winter season, so that they can grow the melons year-round and sell them. You can see the sign up there, it says on May 26th, so we're just a couple weeks early before the Yubari melon season starts. But look at that, juicy, juicy melon. And I'll be totally honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of melon, but let's try this out. Whoa. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of melon, but I might be a huge fan of Hokkaido melon. That is so juicy. I bit into it, just it completely exploded with flavor. Very sweet, but very soft. Not like crunchy like the melons I've had before. Very, very soft. Look at it, it's just dripping with juice. That is absolutely delicious. Wow. Damn, that is definitely the best melon I've ever had.
Oh wow, this is so good. The one I tried in Thailand, it's like when you bite it, it's not melting and it's hard to chew. This one is melt in your mouth and sweet. It tastes like melon milk already. It tastes like dessert. It doesn't taste like fruit at all. I love it.
Save me a little bit.
No, sorry. God, it's so juicy. It's really juicy, right?
Yeah.
Let's get another one.
As you may know, in Japan, fruit can sometimes go to astronomical prices. This place seems pretty reasonably priced. Actually, I don't know, $45 for a melon, that's not very reasonable, but $4 for a slice? I don't know what I'm really saying. It's still quite expensive, but I mean, at least we're not paying $25,000 for a melon, which we saw for sale in Tokyo. By far the best melon I've ever had, and probably the best crab I've ever had too. So Hokkaido is so popular and famous for its high quality ingredients, and now I can see why. So we're gonna head now to a place called Maruyama Park, and hopefully we can see some of the Sakura, the cherry blossom. It's late in the season, but I think we still might be able to catch some. One random thing I love about Japan is the taxis, the doors open and close automatically. They've got some kind of like, I don't know, air pressure system that opens the door and closes it that the driver controls. Really cool. Japan's just living in the future here. So here it is, Japan's famous Sakura, or cherry blossom tree. It has a very short season, and I've been told that maybe in just 3 days from now, the wind should probably blow all of these off. So I'm not a botanist, but as I understand it, there's a couple different types of cherry blossoms. This is a more of a white color, and this blooms a little bit earlier, but then there's another one, they call it like 7 flower or something like that, the translation is, and it's more pink. And as I understand it, I think that's only here in Hokkaido, the more pinker one, and there's a couple that are more in blossom than this tree here. But as you can see, this is very popular. All the photographers here, myself included, taking lots of pictures of this. It's absolutely beautiful. And then the floor is just covered in all the cherry blossom petals. Beautiful. So besides the sakura, there are also tons of flowers. I think these are tulips and pink and yellow, purple. Wow, so nice. The weather a little cool, but just got a thin jacket on, so nothing too crazy. So this is the other type that I was talking about. You can see it's more pinkish and a little bit of a smell, but it's looking a little bit bare. I think a lot have already blown off. There was a couple windy days the last couple days. Absolutely beautiful, so peaceful here. I can't believe the amount of flowers they've planted besides these gorgeous cherry blossom trees. This is the time to come to Hokkaido, I think. Spring, I mean, it's really popular to come here in the winter for their snow festival, but spring here is just absolutely gorgeous. So nice. So Maruyama Park is home to the Hokkaido Jingu Shrine. It was built in the 1800s. We're gonna go inside and take a closer look, but already from the outside, absolutely beautiful. This is a beautiful Shinto shrine, just like all Japanese shrines, extremely peaceful. This one has a lot of nice old tall trees around. Perfect place for taking pictures, and quite empty here on a Monday morning. Wow, beautiful park and beautiful shrine. We're gonna head into the downtown core of Sapporo now and say goodbye to the peaceful shrines of Japan and into the busy city center. Let's go. Sapporo is considered a small city in terms of Japanese cities, and just to give you an idea though, this station, Odori Station, has over 37 exits at this station, so small Japanese standards, but definitely not small. In Japan, you'll find lots of these covered shopping arcades. This one is called Tanuki Koji Shopping Street, right in the center of Sapporo. And we are heading to try something very unique that you can have here in Sapporo. It's called soup curry, and it's an original invention of Sapporo and unique to this area. So let's go try famous Sapporo soup curry. So this restaurant is called Soup Curry Garaku. You might be familiar with Japanese curry, which is a thick curry similar to like an Indian curry. But soup curry, totally different. It was invented here in Sapporo in the 1970s, and we've just ordered up our bowl of soup curry here at Garaku. So you can see it's a much, much thinner curry, not like a thick Indian curry. This is totally different. There's all kinds of vegetables in here, like packed full of vegetables. There's mushrooms, there's carrots, there's broccoli and cauliflower, there is a lotus root, and then we ordered it with the sliced pork belly. And just go for a dunk in my curry and tried it like that. First time trying soup curry here in Sapporo. It's a very thin broth, like the name suggests. It's soupy, it's not thick like a regular curry, but it's got the flavor of a curry, very strong curry flavor. Okay, let me go in for some of these goodies here. There's all kinds of things. I can't believe how much they've jam-packed in here. There must be like 10 or 15 different veggies in here. Let's try a piece of carrot with a mushroom, and then maybe a piece of pork here as well. Let's try that. Really nice flavor. You know, I think I do prefer regular Japanese curry because I really like the thick, creamy curry sauce. But this is also nice. Something different. Ooh, yeah, that is really good. And you can pick your level of spiciness. We picked hot, but I wouldn't say it's too hot. This looks like, I don't even know, it looks like an artichoke, I think. And their rice is almost like a little bit spiced, I think. Yum. Let's try this lotus root. Such an amazing vegetable. Still crisp. This bowl is just full of surprises. There's so many ingredients in here. I just found a potato, and it looks like a quail's egg as well. Like I said, I think I do prefer like a classic Japanese curry, because when I go for curry, I want that really thick, rich curry broth or sauce. This is good though. It's much lighter, but very hearty with all of the ingredients inside. It's like a soft boiled quail's egg.
All right, really good. That feels super healthy with all of those veggies and the light soup, but I am also very full, so it's very hearty. And Hokkaido, like I've been talking about all day, is famous for their high quality ingredients. And another thing that they're super famous for are their desserts, in particular anything dairy. So their dairy products are really high quality. And one of my favorite things in the entire world are cheese tarts. You might have heard of Pablo cheese tarts or Bake, Hokkaido milk cheese tarts. There's all kinds of different brands, but there's one here in Sapporo called Kinotoya Bake that is supposed to be the best, so let's go try it out. A beautiful pastry crust on the outside filled with gorgeous cheese filling. I may or may not have already eaten 3 of these off camera, but that's a secret. So let's try it one more. Let's try the first one. These are so good, guys. This, for me, is the pinnacle of dessert. This is exactly what I want for dessert every single time. It's got that kind of tangy cheese going on, and then it's got a nice, crunchy, crispy, almost caramelized tasting crust around the outside. You can see it's filled completely to the bottom with that cheese tart filling. Famous Hokkaido dairy. These are so addictive. Oh my god, that is good. And the most dangerous thing about these is that my hotel is right beside the shop. I'm gonna be here every day. All right, time for a beer. And I know what you're thinking, Luke, why have you not had a Sapporo beer yet? But this is just day one. We're here for a couple days, and of course we're gonna be having lots of Sapporo beer. We're actually gonna be visiting the beer museum in another episode, but I actually spotted a shop that's selling a very unique type of beer that I wanna try out, so let's go grab one right now. Got the goods. This is a cool little souvenir shop with all kind of Hokkaido themed things to bring home from your trip. But the thing that I was most interested in was this special type of beer that they had right out front. I'm really happy to find it because I didn't think I was going to be able to find it, so we're going to take it back to the hotel now and try it out. This is Abashiri draft beer from Abashiri in northern Hokkaido. So they use a lot of interesting ingredients in this beer. They use drift ice, so it's kind of like icebergs that they use, the water from the icebergs, and they also use seaweed and local flowers and Chinese yam. But that's not the most interesting thing about this beer. Let me show you. All right, check this out. I am looking forward to trying this because I've never seen anything quite like it. And if you can tell, that beer is blue. There are no artificial colors, all natural ingredients. And can you see that? Like, that is really blue. Look at that. Come in close on that. Look at how blue that beer is. That is so, so cool. So that is what makes this beer so unique and the reason I wanted to try it out. Although it looks like it might have some kind of fruity flavor or something because of the blue color, it doesn't at all. It tastes like a very hoppy craft beer. A little bit bitter, but wow, I just can't get over it. Like, it's more blue than I thought it was gonna be. We've got a lot more coming for you from Hokkaido, so make sure to stay tuned. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you're notified, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Chopstick Travel. Cheers.